And welcome back to the channel, rail fans. Welcome back to Mr. Steve's Trains. Tonight we're going to take a look at some of the military vehicles I have in my collection. I had a few subscribers reach out to me and they asked Mr. Steve, let's see some of those vehicles you got there. You got a nice military train going. Matter of fact, I got a new piece of rolling stock from MTH, new old stock. And we got some, we're going to take a look at some of the military vehicles from Corgi and Menards and so many other companies. And talk a little bit about the depth of field, a little bit of scale perspective. All right, right here, coming up next on Mr. Steve's Trains. All right, here we are, indoors where it's warm. What we have down here is, for what I could tell in a production run, it was about 2021. This is MTH Trains, U.S. Army flat car with two 105 howitzers. Item number 20-92185B. Now, if you go looking for one of these, I'll tell you good luck. Like I said, I found this one on Public Track Delivery. I couldn't tell you the original break tail cost because they came in 4-car sets, and some dealers would break up the sets and sell them individually by looking around $80. Now, being that this is new old stock, it was upwards of over $100 to get it. It is compatible with 031 curves. It is 148 scale dimensions, with the exception of the vehicles. On this particular run, all the vehicles that MTH did, these are all 143 scale. So they're upscaled from the 148. 143 is bigger than 148. I know. For a long time, you think the smaller number would be, no, smaller the number, bigger the scale. So yeah, here we go. What's interesting about these, all the military vehicles were made by a company, I believe it to be an Italian company. I'm probably going to pronounce it wrong. It's like Solido or Slido. We'll go with Solido. What we have here, each howitzer comes with its own little wrench, and it comes with shells. You can load shells in there and actually shoot shells out of the gun. Kind of cool. I haven't opened it or tried it. It's just one of those things. You can load the shell into the front of the barrel, slide it down. Back here on this little mechanism, it slides on a spring, and then it just pops the shell out the barrel, whatever, across the room. Pretty cool. What a nice touch is, if I can do this without messing it up, you can create these little handles. You can actually, doesn't work all that great, but you can elevate the guns, and then you can rotate them. So they are nice little working toys there. You can rotate them back. But the gearing's a little soft, and there you go, just lower it back down. Now, I'm going to tell you about these. Unlike the other vehicles, you see this was probably set up for Jeeps. The A-frame is longer than the wheel spacing. Now, when you take these, come packaged up, they have plastic coated wires around them with soft cellophane plastic, so it doesn't scratch it up. You take the wires off, you take the cellophane out, you set the cannons on there, and the first time you roll the train around, the cannons roll right out of the wheel chocks. So what I had done, I took one of the wire wraps, I pulled the plastic insulation off the wire. And well, you've seen MTH flat cars. You know what these are about. These are just beautiful sprung trucked flat cars. What I had done with the wire to keep these in place, because these ain't falling off, I ran the wire through the front. I need that little yoke. I can't quite get the light just right. There you go. You kind of see it in there. So anyways, ran the wire underneath down through the closest hole to the wheel chock behind the wheel, ran it underneath, did that to both guns. You can see the wire up in there, ran it down behind the wheel chock, and that pulls the gun into the wheel chock, so it will not move. And that's what it looks like underneath. Nice and neat, nice and tidy. Just like that. And that's going to hold it in place so they don't fall off. Other than that, if you want to get super modular with it, these frames will open up and spread out. The legs on the back, they do open up, just like it's like you would expect a howitzer to work. And other than that, I like it. It's a nice piece to the collection. Apparently MTH, they couldn't find the company to do it. This company probably fit the bill. Like I said, it comes with these little wrenches, because these howitzers, these are all threaded nuts on there. One there, one there. There's actually one underneath that holds the actual howitzer to the frame. And if you start twisting these around back and forth, it will come loose. So I got them all snugged up nice and tight on there. Yeah, no, I'm not even going to try to show you. It's going to end up messing it up. So let's go upstairs. Let's take a look at the other products we have. Oh, real quick, I wanted to show you off. This is the operating die-cast street clock. It's a Rail King. You go and get you at 301072. It's the model number. Beautiful little clock. Nice. It's tall. We'll have to make this like the station master clock. I like Lionel clock. Lionel's town clock, because it's like a fraction of the size. I don't know why they made that thing so doggone big. Real quick, speaking of Rail King does make a version of these where it's only one howitzer on a flat car. So just in case, if you're wondering. All right, let's go upstairs and check out the great floor layout. And here we are, back up in the great floor layout. We got all kinds. We're going to run through this, show you some of the beautiful detail, show you what I like and what I don't like. And start right back over here at the beginning. And it's been a work in process. You find pieces here and there. All right. At the last train show we just went to, you guys seen the video for that, I picked up this 1938 Mercedes-Benz G5 Gebirgstruppen Aufrüstung, which is the Gebirgstruppen is the Wehrmacht mountain troops. Beautiful detail. Nice little military Mercedes. Got a little stick shift in there. Some detail on the back. Nice license plate. And that was by a company, because I know someone's going to ask. This is from the IXO Museum. It is 143 scale. All right, remember we were talking about scale. 143 scale. Just a little bit on the larger side, but not bad. Not bad at all. All right. Now this is from Corgi. If you're not familiar with Corgi, they make a lot of hand-painted metal figures, highly detailed military vehicles. All right. It's for the adult collector, as they say. This is 150 scale. Remember, O scale is 148. So 150 scale is a really close match. 150 would be a shade underneath, just a shade, compared to like our, 143 scale, which is a little bigger. And these are beautiful little hand painted troops. You see all their little gear on the back. Very cool. This is Corgi. They're all stamped Corgi on the bottom. Get their little ammo pouches and on. They're really nicely detailed, nicely painted. I know I'm probably not doing the greatest job of putting it on there. Let me adjust this light a little bit. I can bring a little more light down. Hopefully the camera won't fall over. And that's Corgi, and that's the 150 scale. That's the 143. Over here we have, these are new. I just picked these up from the train show. Oh, man. These are mounted on the platform. This is from, these are 148 scale. These are what we'd like to call true O scale. And I have two Marauder Mark IIIs, SD 139 World War II German tank destroyers. Classic armor die cast. I don't know. Oh, there it is. This is made by New Toys Millennium, 148 scale. All right. And we have basically two German tank destroyers. Different paint schemes. Nice, got a little weathering on them. Some beautiful little detail on there. This one says Heidel. And nice, they got their markings and mufflers and nice rivet detail in them. These are German tank destroyers. And then moving over here, and also at the train show, I found this. This is by Solido. Remember that name. Some of you might know that name. Solido, they make a lot of military vehicles. Originally retailed for about $17. It's a Mercedes 540. All right. I'm trying to remember the scale. It's probably like 143 scale. But yeah, sorry I didn't feel like opening it up, pulling it out of the package. But yeah, it's a nice, beautiful 1938 German Mercedes. Solido. Now I'm going to tell you about them because Solido. Oops, I'm knocking stuff over. Solido is the company that makes all the current generation military rolling stock for MTH trains, i.e. the howitzers and all the tank cars, tankers, this here Duck amphibious vehicle, the Duck, that's all made by Solido. And so these are 143 scale. They're a little on the large side. The cars are 148 scale. So apparently they couldn't get a contractor like they used to have. While we're on the subject, these Shermans, this is old MTH military stock. Those are 148 scale. They fit nicely on there. And you look at the size of the howitzer behind it. That's the 153 scale. Scale, larger than O scale. And those are big howitzers. They're like ridiculously big. Compared to the O scale tank. I don't know if it really shows up on camera well, but I mean, you can see how big the tires are on those howitzers. even on the trucks behind them, the tires look smaller. But MTH, they did, I'm sure, the best they could do. By themselves, they look great going down the tracks. If you look at the tires like on them Jeep, it's a lot smaller. In fact, these are new. I don't know if these are from Solido or not. Well, I'm going to say probably not, because they're not marked on the bottom. There's no markings, as you can see. But yeah, these wheels are much smaller than what we got going on over there. Scale and perspective, kids. It's all about scale and perspective. A friend of mine told me that once. All right, let's get back to what we're doing over here. Well, over here we have, this is Corgi. This here, oh man, a little dusty maybe. This here is a beautiful Tiger tank. It's got nice road wheels on it. The road wheels turn. Got separately applied details. You got the tow cables on the back. Machine gun. No, the hatches do not open. Just a monster of a vehicle. It's the Corgi Tiger 1. So not the King Tiger. It's got a different type of turret on it. And then yes, the turrets rotate. This one's a little loose. Might have to put a little piece of tweezers and throw a little paper under there to keep the barrel elevated. Okay. That's our Tiger tank. And I love military models. Now this is also Corgi. Love the big heavy depth of the tank tread. This is a Panther. Very nice. And your exhaust, dirt and grimes, got an antenna on there. The other Panther had an antenna, but I'd have to find it. Might be in the box, might be lost. There was a machine gun that went on there. Since I had taken these out of the package when my son was younger, when I was at work, he would come up here and kind of play with them. A nice turret mobility. Turret's nice and tight, stays in position. That's the Panther. Now I love this one. This is Panther Battle of the Bulge. It's got all kinds of snow effect on it. That's just a cool model. They didn't have to do nothing to it. They just come from Corgi. They're all beautifully painted, decorated. Snow on the wheels. Just beautiful detailing on there. And that is Corgi Panther tank. Very nice. You see, this one still has a gun on top. Now I'm going to put the antenna back in that one. All right, down here, a buddy of mine was totally not into scale. I just thought it was cool. He thought it was cool. He was at a local gun show and he picked this up. He's seen it. He's like, hey, put this on your layout. This is the Feldgenarm. If you guys aren't familiar with the military uniforms, and he's got his dog. We know it's a German police. Feldgenarm is like a German MP. All right, he's got his buckle. He's got his ammo pouches down there. He's got his gorget. And the gorget was worn by the Feldgenarm, German MPs. This is a flashlight. And distinctive, that orange patch on his arm. That orange patch right there. That's the Feldgenarm Polizei patch for German police, or German military police. That's I'll try to keep it correct. He's military police. Got his German Shepherd with him. Very cool. Down here, here's some more. These are also some Corgi hand-painted figures. One guy's got a rifle, the other guy's got his Schmeiser. They're wearing their some type of German camo. It's not the P dot. Some kind of woodland camo. All right, down here. This is also in the winter scheme. Here's a half track. I love the snow in the windows. That's cool. Nice and snowy. You got your anti-aircraft guns in there. German half tracks are always just cool looking. I don't know what it is with all the wheels. The guns can elevate. And then the turret can turn a little bit. Got a little seat in the back. Right, you got your gunner in there, your flat gunner. Got your shovels and stuff on the side. He was in some heavy snow. All right, moving along. Down here, wow, look at that. This here, I didn't even notice that before. He's got downed aircraft silhouettes painted on the side. How cool is that? Got elevating guns on there. And it's totally turns around. It's kind of cool to see because you don't have all the snow effect on there. You kind of see a little more detail to see the guns. Got their German painted camouflage on there. And that would ride in the back of this half track. A little dusty. Pretty cool. I like the screen on there and the shovels and tools. Got mud up on the windows. You kind of make out the Wehrmacht. You've got the blackout lights on there. Gas can on the front. Not mistaken, this should. Oh my God! Look at the hair on the bottom of that. Jesus. This is by Corgi. Don't ask me to read the number. KFZ7. Half track. Very cool. But yeah, this anti-aircraft gun would ride in the back of that half track like that. So it's removable. You can take the gun out. Set it over there in the ground. We got a couple of soldiers. This guy's wearing the P dot camo or dot 44 camo. He's got his carbine, both carrying a couple of K98 carbines. He's got his gas mask canister, contamination cape. Got his canteen, his bread bag. Got a little chip in the helmet, a little battle damage. But they're in a sitting position, so we just kind of sit them in the back of the half track. Now this half track, this one, lots of mud on the wheels. This lid comes off. I don't know what the heck that red mark is on there. It's supposed to be blood or something. But this was the crew. This half track was a troop transporter. But most of all, they used that big hitch and they would haul the big German 88 field gun. You heard about the German 88 anti-aircraft gun? Well, this is the half track that pulled it. And you'd have the gun crew would ride in here in the benches, and they'd have all the equipment and stuff riding along with it. Very cool. Another Corgi. Corgi makes like some of the best scale models. And you got this cap that goes on there like that. Very cool. Then over here, these are, gosh, I'm not sure who in the heck made that. China. Nice little army Jeep. It's about a 1/48 scale. Oh, this guy in the back. Here's a nice army truck. This is 1/48 scale. Dodge. This is by, I don't know if I can get it on there. Denver Diecast is the company that made it. Denver. It's a 1947 Dodge Power Wagon. This is by Menards. This here is got little headlights, you know, got your scale size military vehicle, $5. It's a $5 vehicle. Here's just the GI. He's usually standing out there behind this truck. All right. Now down here, we have a fleet of covered trucks. We love the Deuce in half. Ma Deuce 6x6. And these are really cool. We could always do a little detailing on them, throw a little mud on the wheels. Man, these things would look really super cool. Got a nice winch in the front. Got a grill, clean windows. You can take them off. You could always put some troops in the back if you wanted to, muddy them up a little bit, weather them. These would look really cool weathered. But then, you know, these are Menards. These were probably like $8, I think. They got little canvas tops on them. Not much. You can find them like usually online. You can probably find them on eBay. I think you can still find them at Menards. Yeah, not much. I think they're under $10. All right, down here we got our GIs. You got a clear base on them, which makes it real easy for setting them around on your layout. These are not Corgi. I can't remember exactly where I got these. Picked them up here, there. This is Corgis. This is a beautiful American half track. They don't have all the fancy wheels. Comes nice and weathered. Look at the mud splattered all up on there. Beautiful detailing. Wheels turn. They don't, yeah, the wheels in the back will move, but you know, they've been in that position for so long. You don't want to risk breaking the tread. You know, you got the guns that elevate. You got quad 50s on there. These are your 50 cals. And they rotate. You can set them up in different positions. Very cool. Love the quad guns in the back of a half track. All right, then this, another Corgi half track. Again, my son playing with it. It should be a machine gun up there. This gun, you can put it in either side of the half track. You can put the gun in there. This, I'm assuming, is some kind of ammunition mounting racks. Got your shovel on there. Ditch roller. That's what that is. You know, did you know that was a ditch roller? That's when they go down and the front end would dig into the backside of the ditch and it would get stuck. So they put this ditch roller on there with the tracks in the back. It would hit that backside ditch and it would just push it up till the wheels caught, grabbed it, and take it right out. I didn't know that. I mean, I knew it had a purpose, but I wasn't sure what the purpose was. Yeah, American half track. Beautiful. Corgi models. Can't go wrong. All right, now this. Oh yeah, Denver Military. Real quick, these are the company that makes the Menards. Denver Military, and they are 148 scale. These are great, inexpensive trucks. Look it up, Denver Military. You probably got more. I don't know if you just have to go solely through Menards. I doubt it. But you can buy them. This one over here, I just picked this one up at the last train show. And you see it's a Dodge WC63. You know, I seen it, I had to have it. Kind of a stretched out deuce and a half. The rolled up canvas on the sides. I thought that was really cool. Nice and clean. OD green. Shovels on the back. Got your bench seats in there. A bit of a detailed interior. A high mounted machine gun. I don't know why that thing is so high. I think that was kind of an oops on somebody's part. Technically, this ring should be about high as the windshield, so the gunner could stand up in there and work the gun. But I don't care. Still looks cool. Even if you got to have like a 12-foot tall gunner. Nice truck. And it just fits right in there. Fits right in there with the Menards. Look at that. We got same size wheels. It's got to probably be about a 148 scale. Now this one back here. This one here is Army Half Track Limited Edition. This is by the Menards Gold Line Collection. All right. 148 scale. I'm telling you, Menards is hitting it out of the ballpark with these. They really are. Now, because it is a Menards model, you're not going to get all the high detail. But again, I think this half track was probably one of the more expensive ones. I think it was like $12 or $15 through Menards. It's real good. I think the turrets turn, but it's real tight and I don't want to force it. I don't think the guns elevate. They don't feel like they want to elevate. So, you get less detail, but still, it's a cool half track with a big bright red jerry can on there. That's kind of funny. It's like, hey, target me, please. Yeah, they would have been, the jerry cans should be OD green. But again, it's a half track model in scale for around $15. That's I can't argue with that. So we've seen the truck. Now we're down to the beautiful. I thought the Shermans are hard to find. This here is a special Sherman. This is made by Corgi. I don't know if you can. Corgi Sherman. All right, it's got beautiful roll wheels. Everything moves. Nice tank. This is the Thunderbolt. And I can tell you at the artillery division. Some of you might know it. It's got all the towels and detail. You got your big probably 50 cal on there. Comes with an antenna. Comes with all their, I don't know, bread bags or pouches, supply bags on the back. All right, now this one was a little pricier than other Shermans. This is the M4 A3E8 Sherman. All right, this was late war Sherman tank, 4th Armored Division, Thunderbolt, Germany, 1945. So that's really cool. And this was a special Corgi model. It comes in this gold satin box. Look at that, rail fans. 2006. But it's been around for a while. And it gives you a little brief history on the Sherman tanks, on the Thunderbolt division, World War II. Pretty cool. Then it comes with this numbered authenticity is number 759 of 1,956 distributed worldwide. So it's a low number. Nice. Again, now that's 150 scale. Yeah, a lot of Corgi stuff is 150 scale, but it's great because this tank. I'm going to stand corrected because earlier I looked at this tank matches up perfectly with the tanks on the old MTH flat cars. Those old tanks are 150 scale. The cars are 148, the tanks are 150, and these big monsters are 143. Yeah. And then we got ourselves Sinclair 1956 tow truck. Not really military. You can get these, Menards might still have a few. You can find them on eBay. Now this here, boys and girls, this is something special. This is, again, one of Menards' Gold Line collection. They are officially licensed, making some Lionel products, only available at Menards. Limited edition panel truck, 148 scale. I love the white walls on these. It's got looks a little weathered. Frenchie's Lionel Train House, Seattle. Nice. It's even got a little gas cap on there. It's just such a cool little car. Little panel van with white wall tires. Little silver button hubcaps on it. Nice metal rail on top. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, it actually has a legible license plate on the back. 5 miles west of Seattle Tacoma Airport, US 312. Little tail light. That's cool. You love the detail. You gotta love the detail. All right. Well, that's about everything in a nutshell. We got our GIs down there. Big, people say, well, why do you got German stuff on your layout? Well, after the war, we did bring home all this stuff. Our government brought home a lot of German equipment so we can study it, reverse engineer it, and see how it all works. Victors goes to spoils, I guess. So without further ado, we fire up this Mohawk and take it for a ride. While I figure out what we're going to do with all these vehicles. And that's it, kids. What do you think? I know it was a long one. We had a lot of stuff, a lot of models, a lot of things to look at. But hey. Hey, and there she is. I know it. She was a long one. Doggone it. I hope you made it this far in the video. I hope you had something cool to drink. Don't go dehydrating on me now. All right, guys. Till next time. I'm Mr. Steve, and this has been a low budget production. We're down on the floor a little bit, so low. Until next time, my friends, rail fans. Mr. Steve saying, happy rails.